The Chan Pratt Foundation continues efforts to promote art in our community. The group is about to put on an exhibition in the coming hours. Our Anthony Smith is live with more on the expo.
That's right, Makushla. Bringing local artists to the forefront and keeping the hope alive is the theme of tonight's Chan Pratt Foundation fundraiser. And joining us today is its president and founder, Mr. Pratt. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For those persons who don't know, what is the Chan Pratt Foundation about?
So the Chan Pratt Foundation, our mission is preserving a legacy through art and education. And so those who may know who my late father was, he was Chan Pratt. He was one of the pioneer artists of the Bahamas. He passed away in July of 2008. And so I founded the Chan Pratt Foundation to continue his legacy, but also to use his name and legacy as an umbrella to give back to up-and-coming artists and art students.
And so this fundraiser tonight is, like you say, all about giving back. It funds quite a few big things going on at the University of the Bahamas and in the community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So this is our flagship event, and this particular fundraiser, the Chan Pratt Inspiration, what it basically does is, yes, it funds our scholarship that we have established at the University of the Bahamas, which is the Chan Pratt Memorial Art Scholarship, as well as continuing operations of the foundation.
And the fundraiser tonight, it is featuring artists from Grand Bahama and Abaco, which is astonishing. Can you tell me why the foundation made that decision to feature these artists?
Well, you know, if you notice, our theme is keep hope alive, and it's a play on words because yes, we're talking about Hopetown, Hopetown Abaco, as well as just hope for those who have been affected by Hurricane Dorian, specifically Abaco and Grand Bahama artists. And so I think we tend to forget those professionals who were affected and who also have a story to tell based on their experiences, based on what they've been through, based on what their families have been through, based on seeing their homes decimated, even if they're not physically present in those islands. Also, I have a lot of strong ties to Grand Bahama. I have a lot of fond memories of Abaco. My dad, he was known for his Abaco sceneries, and so I just thought that it would be appropriate to kind of lend my assistance in this particular way that is right up my avenue.
Now, who are some of the artists that we can expect to see at this fundraiser, and some of the work that have you seen any of this work before, or is this all new work?
No, so I don't believe you would have seen any of the works that are featured tonight. Some of the featured artists are Leanne Russell, who has been at the forefront of the Dorian relief efforts, as well as the Dorian Art Initiative, being that she has been working tirelessly since Hurricane Dorian to help accommodate and facilitate Abaco artists and getting their works out. There's also Angelica Wallace-Whitfield, who we all know has been very pivotal with Hope is a Weapon movement. A few other artists are Attila Fetz, Spurgeon Morley, Christina Wong, and there's quite a few other artists from New Providence as well, who are basically producing artworks that, even though they weren't directly affected in the sense that these Abaco and Grand Bahama artists were, they're basically creating pieces to show their support or to tell basically the story of Abaco and Grand Bahama.
That's interesting because we just had Leanne Russell on this show a few weeks ago, and I'm sure everyone has seen the Hope is a Weapon signs on streets of Nassau. Tell persons why it's so important to support an event like this.
Well, like I said, a lot of these artists, and not just artists, just a lot of the residents who were affected, they kind of feel left out or forgotten. And so, again, like even some of these artists who are being featured, this is the first time that I've heard of them. And so I think it's important to come out and support not just to support the foundation in itself, but to kind of, show your support for these persons who were affected. I think that we tend to forget how much our presence matters, and just people being able, whether you can purchase or not, but whether being present and showing your appreciation for them and their craft, it really does go a long way.
Well, it is an art show, but there's a lot of things that are going to go on tonight, a lot of surprises. Tell us like what we can expect when we walk through those doors.
So typically what I like to provide is, I like to provide an ambiance for my attendees and guests. We typically have live music, which is provided by Adrian Diaghilev and the Jazz Cats. He also has quite a few guest musicians who will be coming in today from abroad. There'll be wine, hors d'oeuvres, and of course we'll end the night with some DJ selections.
All right, well, if you want to catch the Pratt Inspiration Show tonight, that of course is at Sapodilla in the West at 7 tonight. It's for a worthy cause with artists from Abaco and Grand Bahama. We're going to toss it back to you, Makushla.